Today, let's dive into the recent movements of SoFi, which is currently recovering from its recent lows around $6.01. In this video, I'll break down what's driving these changes and the broader market dynamics that are influencing SoFi's performance.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Daily Stock Update. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications by hitting the bell, so you never miss any of our uploads and also enter our giveaway. But before that, alert, this is not a financial advice video. SoFi recently hit a low of $6.01 and a high of $6.57, with even pre-market trading showing a dip to $5.86. This kind of volatility is largely a continuation of last week's negative momentum. One significant piece of news contributing to this was Warren Buffett's announcement that he sold about 50% of his stake in Apple, signaling a potential market top. Additionally, escalating tensions in the Middle East have added to market uncertainties. Despite these negative factors, there is a silver lining. Optimism about potential rate cuts is providing some upward momentum for the market. Jerome Powell has called an emergency meeting this week, with a 30 to 40% chance of a rate cut being announced. This anticipation is helping to drive the market higher as investors buy the dip. Currently, there is an 80.5% likelihood of a 50 basis point cut at the September 18th meeting, with Wall Street expecting at least a minimum of 50 basis points. Interestingly, less than a week ago, Powell stated that a 50 basis point cut wasn't on the table. Now, the market is signaling a desperate need for it, with a 19.5% chance of a 75 basis point cut. If there is an emergency meeting this week and a rate cut of 25 or even 50 basis points is announced, it could significantly boost the broader market and help in the recovery. As for SoFi, there has been no specific news or SEC filings to report, the last being a Form 3 on the 2nd of this month. SoFi is largely following the broader market trend, which is performing fairly well despite some companies like Robinhood experiencing significant losses. Robinhood, for example, saw a low of $13.98 and is down 12.7%. Comparatively, SoFi is holding up quite well. However, we are seeing an increase in short positions for SoFi, which many of us might have anticipated. Shorts have increased by 1.67 million shares, with 16.8% of the free float being shorted, totaling 176.62 million shares overall. The cost to borrow has slightly decreased to 7.76% from Friday. There are signs of market manipulation, with the cost to borrow minimum being negative, indicating attempts to drum up selling pressure or short interest in SoFi. Utilization is at 51.87%, and intraday analysis shows SoFi initially bouncing off the $6.50 mark, another sign of potential manipulation. Shorts are trying to protect their positions, and a significant amount of money is moving into SoFi through options. Between 9:35 and 9:40 am, there was $6.6 million in trading activity in a single candle, with $4.61 million in bearish $7 puts and $1.86 million in $6 puts, indicating a hedging strategy. If you're dabbling in options trading, let me know in the comments. For the weekly options chain expiring on August 9th, we see 3,000 open interest at the $6.50 strike price, 12,000 at $7, and 16,000 at $6.50, indicating relatively weak resistance levels. Typically, these numbers increase by about 40% on the first trading day, so we'll have to watch how these positions evolve. High-value transactions above $100,000 show significant selling early in the day, followed by some buying an hour after the market opened. This suggests that algorithmic trading might be driving SoFi's price action rather than institutional buying. So far today, 25.07 million shares have been traded, compared to an average of 39.7 million, indicating strong volume. Currently, SoFi is trading around $6.55 between the S1 and pivot points. Support at $6.52 is crucial, while resistance at $7.25 is the next target. Expect considerable volatility between these points unless there's an emergency rate cut announcement. A cut of 25 or 50 basis points would be beneficial for the market and SoFi. Looking at my watch list, SoFi might be one of the first stocks to turn green, alongside companies like Dexcom and Rivian, which are also performing well. SoFi has had a nice recovery, and if you've been buying, give yourself a pat on the back. On the technical side, SoFi is trading outside the Bollinger Band, with a stochastic reading of 18, indicating it's very oversold. Retail investors have been taking profits, which is understandable given the current conditions. Overall, SoFi is in a good position, but it will be interesting to see what it takes to shift market sentiment. Perhaps another acquisition could be on the horizon, given their cash reserves. In the current market environment, cash-rich companies like SoFi are well positioned to weather volatility. Friends, that's all we have for you today. What is your opinion about today's video? Get involved and let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.